So we must understand who we are first of all. Know what our Father wants of us. And raise ourselves up to elevate to who we are supposed to be for our own children and for this whole world. Because the time is now, if y'all don't recognize it. We are living in the time of the Antichrist. If you don't recognize it, those that are old enough should already know as children, this was the time that we were warned about. People don't even want to say the name Jesus. No matter what any man here believes, I don't attack that. But people are not even proud to say the name Jesus anymore. And don't even understand that's not a white man. That's not a European thing. That is your exact history.
Even the ones you like that, you know. You know what I'm saying? They still infected. You know what I'm saying? With the relationships that they have, with the secrets that they keep. That's what I'm saying. All of that shit is...
It matters too because in this generation, in this world, integrity no longer means anything. In the world I come from, it meant everything. You know what I'm saying? And I like to look in the mirror, and I want to look in the mirror, and I'm able to look in the mirror because I know exactly what I'm looking at. I know what I've been through, and I know what I will do, I know what I won't do, I know who I am. If me and you are involved with something, and that could be any level, because a rat or a snitch, it don't have to be something, it's betrayal.
Yeah.
It's betrayal of the brother. You know what I'm saying? How can I betray my brother, you know what I'm saying, for my situation? Because that's what it is.
And that's his agreement.
For my situation.
That's his agreement upon.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's how I can see a situation like that.
Totally.
Yo, bro, they got me, bro.
But
What's going to happen?
This ain't agreed upon.
This ain't agreed upon.
This ain't agreed upon.
So that's...
And the only point, and like I said, this is no shot. I have to call it for what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you, how do you, hold on. If this is true, why do you come home and do all this? The internet is undefeated. You cannot come home and be like, they're not going to find out.
Because we allowed, yeah, that's what I was telling you. We allowed Tekashi 6ix9ine. We allowed Gunna. Young
Yo, where it started from? What would you mean we allowed? Like we just discussed that. Where did it begin? Where did the year of the explosion of rats? Because 86, 87, 85, those hours was those you didn't hear that.
I'm gonna rock you when I tell you.
You didn't hear that. At some point, it was a certain boom.
I'm gonna tell you. You know when and who. It started with one person.
Who was the boom?
Who would you think?
You know what? I'm gonna throw you way off. You know who I would think, but
no, it's way off.
It's way. I was.
But they are the boom. No matter what.
No, the boom in your face moment for me was T.I. The boom in your face to me was
good. That's good.
T.I. I mean, straight in your face. Like
the T.I. shit.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
Like it was rumored that shit could happen.
That's when it hit our culture.
It hit me because it's not that I want to see a man go down, right? Don't get that twisted, right? But the boom really in my face moment was T.I.
Of course.
Prior to all of the what was the booming part there? Whatever name? You got a different name.
Sammy the Bull.
But that was it justified? It's never justified.
How can you be a justified rat or a snitch?
You speak the truth. If I'm talking correctly, right? Me being careless and get you locked up. Me be careless and get you locked up, and then you end up telling on me, where it gets ugly. Are you justified to tell on me back?
You can never be justified on telling on your brother. For me, that's just not.
So Gotti didn't mean to snitch. Those tapes, and they just heard from Gotti running his mouth, brought Sammy Bull in. Am I correct?
Yes.
Right.
Which has happened in many cases.
That's not a form of. It's not snitching.
Yeah.
It's not.
But what you did was.
So there's no justification for that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You can't come play me some tapes of my man fucking my wife, or you know what I'm saying, doing something like, oh, now I gotta snitch.
Yeah.
Now I gotta tell it, this bastard.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, that's not the rules we grew up on. That's not what we know. You had to handle your business, nigga. Yeah, handle your business. If they violate that way, you gotta handle that in that other way. And then, but going to tell the people and bringing charges on, no, we don't. It was almost an era where they say, yo, I'm telling you, if you do this, you can get right out. No. You can Sammy the Bull was
Sammy the Bull.
You said where it started.
What year would you say that? That's 87, 88?
Nah, Sammy the Bull that would have been, I think, early 90s. What year was Sammy the Bull locked up, indicted? 2000. 2000? But no, that was
That's the latest one. That's the newest one.
When was Sammy the Bull indicted with John Gotti? 1990.
Okay.
December 11th, 1990.
1990.
Now, perfect. What I'm saying is get into it now.
So what year Rockefeller Laws came in?
94, wasn't it?
So that was the boom, though. That's what clogged up.
What year was Rockefeller Laws? It's saying 73, but that's not correct.
No, that's not it. What is exactly was the Rockefeller crack laws? Or
what year was the new Rockefeller drug laws?
That was Reaganomics, or that wasn't Reaganomics? That was who? Mandatory minimums. That's what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm. 88. No, they keep saying 73.
88, 89. The crack laws. It has to be in those eras. It has to be. It's the crack laws. It has to be.
What year was the crack laws made with the mandatory minimums? So because Sammy the Bull, as I was saying, 1986. 1986.
All right then, so that's the surge.
So yeah.
That's the surge.
But
even though, what you said is correct.
Yes. So reason why I say the Bull is because our community respected him. Respected those mob motherfuckers.
True. Yeah.
So we didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? Somebody on Sammy the Bull's supposed to be a notorious hitman, and he's snitching. You know what I'm saying? Then, right after that, Fat Cat, Alpo, that's when we start seeing these, the
mandatory death, the surge in the system,
that we really
because of the time that they was getting, it led to niggas like, I can't do that.
Exactly. No, that's what it was.
I can't do that.
That's what it was. We saw Fat Cat, we saw Alpo, then later on we saw Leon from my area. Yeah. We start seeing all these dudes just start, and then it went into hip hop.
Yeah.
And that was when you could even think about it, because
Frank Lucas and them wasn't under the same guidelines though.
What you mean?
With the mandatory minimums, if they ain't come into 80-something, right?
Yeah.
How did Frank Lucas and all of the rest of the other major people end up with life sentences? You understand? And they ain't have mandatory minimum with all of... Because crack wasn't involved, that's why. I don't know, maybe, I'm just trying to figure out why... how they ended up with life, and they didn't have those implemented laws anyway, because it wasn't crack.
Overall,
the crack that made them panic, and it made
crack changed the game.
It changed the game.
Yeah, okay, crack changed the game,
and it flowed the system, and the niggas start seeing the years, because that's when when I came in the game with the OG telling me like, yo, listen, you might want to serve that the way it is instead of putting it in that pot.
Absolutely.
Once he told me that, like, yo, what was the difference? That honestly, that's what made my charge go up. Like, yo, bro, listen, this 24 like it is. You want it like this, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? It's gonna be damn near 28 or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Even though what you were saying to yourself, I can make the ovis, I'm keeping the ovis on it and everything. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna cook that 1,000 up. It's gonna be 1,400, 1,300, and it's still gonna be right. You know what I'm saying? But you still charge them. I'm gonna charge you extra, but after a while, you like, nah, bro, I'm good. I'm not. You're gonna have to buy it the way it is and do it. You let it dance yourself. You know what I mean? Because the time, we knew the time difference. But like I said, I think that was the surge of the snitching because these niggas started to realize that, nah, that's too much time.
Absolutely, and I think then once we saw it in our community, made it all right with the rappers, and once the rappers did it,
and once that happened, your boy got involved, and when they got your boy, they seen a bigger vision.
Yeah, like you said, not to get back on the T.I. thing, but that was big.
That's what I'm trying to
I'm not gonna lie.
That was,
you know what I'm saying? I knew the game was kind of over there because I'm like,
because we was told money couldn't help us.
Yes,
money could not help us.
I just fought that same charge and I didn't have half, and they told me I was never coming out. They said, we take 2 of these put together. That's 25 years mandatory, just 2.
Yo.
And I'm seeing, my dude.
Yo,
do you know in the federal system, a silencer and a firearm
once that
to convict a felon, how much time that is?
That opened the game.
Do y'all even know? Like I'm saying, just one. Not an arsenal, not no army shit.
Yeah, I know.
If they get you with a silencer,
yes,
and a gun,
yes.
They are talking about not letting your black ass out if you are a felon.
Yes, you started. I know his little
feds picked you up there. They told 25 years for this.
That nigga said that's what it won't be. You know, we could not understand that when that happened, bro.
No, that did. There's no offense.
That's when I know it's
nobody. But no, I didn't. Yeah, that was when I saw that. I was like,
that let me know that they interested. That let me know that the feds are interested in the rap game.
Yes, something. Yeah.
That the feds. Yo, I don't know if you remember when they had the chirps. They used to say the feds own that, bro. I don't know why you.
Yes, I remember.
That lets you.
I remember that.
The feds can run a company. They can be.
And they also said they used to own. What's that?
Nextel. It was
Nextel.
This is what I'm trying to tell you. So how is it that you don't think that they can run a record company? How you don't think they can't run a record company if the informants and all of them, this is their business?
Oh wow! So they can run a podcast.
They can run. They tapped into this world.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. They
run the podcast. And they always say that they always watching these.
And the plans
they love these podcasts.
The plants are the so-called. Don't mess with Vlad and this and that. It's the plants. These are the plants or Adam this and this and that. The thirds they may have out there. Yo, okay, we need them on your show. We need you to ask them this or do that. Whatever they be, they can run a business. Let's say, what? You got who? He could get who? He gonna influence who? And they gonna all wanna be, they wanna all be underneath him? And he influenced them to be these type of dealers? So you mean he can bring dealers in from all over? Yeah. We can do this. We can do this globally.
Yes.
Do you understand this?
Yeah, state to state. Yeah, it was major.
Is he gonna do that? Fucking when he gonna do that? He works for us.
He's with us already.
He's with us.
Already with us.
That was part of the
already with us.
You know what I'm saying? And now, and that's facts. Like, how much material, how much do you need to see and know to be like, that's not right? And what's the damage that it done? They still all do business. They still look up to him. They still, make it make sense. The gangster, the best rappers that I like, I'm disappointed that they look up to him. I'm tight. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I'm like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, how you know of this and you able to sleep? Yo, like you said, the gig it's all fabricated. You know what I'm saying? It's all fabricated. You know what I'm saying? All of this is a game. The fake beefs, the this, that, the third, the podcast going back and forth. Yo, you never wonder why these niggas never see each other.
Yeah. And be best friends.
No.
Prior.
Why you don't never see these niggas? These niggas beefing with niggas, but they don't never see each other. It's gotta be. Cause there's no way I can have you in my house, around my wife and kids, and 2 months later, and I'm around your mom, your this and that, and 2 months later, we airing out each other's business.
Yeah. They've all turned it into what they call content. You know what I'm saying?
That's savagery.
And now you don't even know what you watching.
Yes.
You don't even know what's real.
I don't know who to trust.
They've written scripts now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They have written scripts to all right, so at this scene we're gonna start arguing, we're gonna start fighting, and you know, we're gonna go on this beef for a little while, and later on in the future we bring it all back together. We just hit numbers.
Yes.
Yeah, you don't know what's real. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what's real. That's crazy.
And I'm like, you can't trust
stay in the algorithm.
Nobody at this time. And how do you blame that generation if the niggas they look up to, those they wasn't to be trusted. Yo, everybody that got it, it's like, you know, shout out to Oskino, man. I like a lot of his content and how real he keep it, you know what I'm saying? And I see how he don't have no cut card with Jay and shit. And his situation, and
I like him too.
And what he said was brought so much true hustlers, like these are the difference between real niggas and dude boys and wrestlers. And how he said, you know, Jay got us. He said Jay got us. You know what I'm saying? He really got us, but he ain't get me because I ain't have nothing. You know what I'm saying? I went with nothing. But because I was a hustler nigga and I knew how to maneuver certain ways and I wasn't dumb, I was able to take that opportunity, even though he got me, you know what I'm saying? A 60, a 90, even if it was 10, a 90-10 split, what you did with your 10 was you made moves with it. That light that you caught, that it shined on you, you made moves with it, you made opportunity of. The rest couldn't see that. But when he was explaining how much he took from him, you know what I'm saying? I was sitting there going, God damn, I was in Philly early on, 20 years ago, 20-something years, I was in Philly on the radio. On Power 99 with Golden Girl. And them same Cosmic Kev and all of them was all in the radio. Them niggas was hating on me. Cause I was trying to tell them, yo, Jay, something that's not, yo, watch out because, you know, this is how he did, you know me. This is what he did to me, you know what I'm saying? I'm a violent person. Yo, they destroyed me on the radio in there.
And now look.
And then fast forward now look.
Wow, I didn't even know that. That's crazy.
Yo, they destroyed me on Power 99, really. I got into it with some certified street niggas from Philly. I got into it with certified street nigga called up. And I was disappointed and I was vexed because that's not how I'm brought up. The nigga, certified nigga called the radio station and they was shut up at the radio station. Yo, who on the phone? Yo, that's such and such. That's such and such. He said, yo, that shit, yo, you shouldn't be doing woo. And I'm like, I don't really care who it is. What's a fact? This is what I'm telling you, a fact. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to stand on the principles of, nah, this shit ain't right. And only to find out right now to hear all of this, what Jay took from all of them, destroyed all of that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Dependability, and I don't know what it's about in that game where all they did was exploit their peoples. No, each one teach one. It seemed like once they figured out, yo, royalties and this and that, you know, just do this and we can get a budget. Once the crackers finished raping them and they learned how to rape,
they taught them.
They taught them how to rape their own people. So now everybody know the game.
Absolutely.
And it's distorted and it's not trusted and it's this and that. Man, what they call that's worse than the streets and all of that shit. There's no integrity in it and shit. That's why I don't feed into a lot of that because I try to tell my followers, man, stay focused to your plan, bro. Because this is made for you to stay looking at what? He gonna punch Mano in the face? Oh, that's focused for, they want you to do that all day.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? They want you, that's what it's entertainment for. Stay focused to
not focus on the outside entities that's watching our world. That they've already admitted to us that this outside entity that they cannot describe, that they have no surveillance of, that is able to come in and outside of our orbit without their detection. And they said that they could actually see that is watching our naval bases and our army bases, but it's not from this earth. You think maybe keeping us distracted from that, or keeping us distracted
from the bigger issues.
Exactly.
Then you don't have no role models. How the hell am I look at somebody and respect any of them niggas? Not even just the music. And I'm talking about celebrities, stars, all of them. I watched them literally stop the food stamps. And not one compatriot stood up. Not one, we didn't get one to take a knee. To say, yo, man, hold on. Yo, old people, this, that, y'all not giving them no money to eat. I'm not throwing another baseball. I'm not shooting the basketball until y'all start.
That might threaten their case.
What?
That might threaten their case.
Okay, so there's people that's so much money. How much is it threatening?
Yeah.
Which Kanye, there was an example that what they did to Kanye. Did that scare you? Is it your money? Is it your money? That's why they be faking moves with the bullshit. Then 20 billion, he worth $1 billion, $1 trillion. Man, you ain't worth shit if you can't in control of what you want to do, what you can do with it.
No, not at all. They're going to take it from you.
They're going to take it from you.
People will give it to you, take it back.
They're going to take it back, and they show you this to scare you.
Yeah, they can take it back.
They show you this to scare you. At the end of the day, man, like I said, man, my story has opened up so many doors for me and my opportunity. It ain't really about the sabotage of Jay-Z, exposing Jay-Z. It's really about my life, how to come back from it.
Yeah, I understand.
To me, it's a healing story. Like, it's a healing story for me because you got to come back from some serious trauma behind this. Because it wasn't just Jay. It was his family. It was his sisters. It's a lot of friends. You'd be surprised how the black, is it blackball or I don't know what you call it. Like, it's hard to believe that someone on that status would be jealous of me. And then you start to be like, it's more than just jealous because I watch you do that to everybody that associate with. So whatever you had with me, you shut everything down. Anybody affiliated with me, you shut down. Man, it's bigger than that. It's more than me. You just trying to keep me away from this type of stuff that goes on. Okay, I can see that too. You know what I'm saying? He know that I'm not going to be aware. I'm not riding with a lot of that stuff that got something to do with it. And the company he keep. And you tell me, what is it about Dame? What is it about Dame Dash, right? That he can, I have not heard him say out his mouth of, I can't fuck with Jay because he fuck with her and him and them motherfuckers affiliated with the police. I have not heard nobody come out and make statements and go, well, that's why I don't fuck with him. I can't fuck with him.
I mean, obviously she was down with them before he had left, so his daddy was.
That's what I'm saying. Unless they like, yo, damn, no, play if you want to. So, that's one of them sealed shits, play if you want to. But don't be speaking on that.
Yeah.
Because you was around this.
Right, yeah.
Don't be speaking. I mean, you can see, like I said, if you just listen and look.
Gotta wait.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of questions. A lot of people know.
You know what I'm saying? So, at the end of the day, so when people talk about that rat, snitch, this, that, you know what I'm saying? There's no more rules to that, bro. Until, unless Jay come out. I've been waiting. Jay come out and say, yo, man, I lied. I lied on this man. He ain't telling nobody. I mean, we already know that at this point. But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? The fact that people ain't even question that, and then they're going to ask for other, ain't no evidence for other situations when his name is sabotaged, man, it is what it is. That whole shit is fucked up.
Quick thing to you guys before I wrap it up. Let me see how to make this point for y'all clear to understand. I've spoken to y'all about the streets, which I told y'all that people need to be clear on if they're saying fuck the streets or if they're saying fuck the underworld. You know what I'm saying? The underworld is what you should be saying. Fuck the underworld, fuck the devil, and the lie. And now, with that being said, if you are stay focused, the truth, that will be your escape from the lie, because the truth will set you free. And you have to ground yourself with pulling away from the illusion. And the illusion that has been set up all around us, from clothing to jewelry to television to music, all of these things are the things that are going to pull us into the dark, away from the light. So it's very important and imperative that those things are understood and focused on through the course of the journey that we are finding ourselves on right now. This whole snitching and this whole telling thing, kids, boys and girls, the world. Who told you that there was integrity or light, which goes with integrity, in the darkness? Why would you think someone is going to be righteous in the world of lies, snakes, and the devil? Now, what happened is that, yes, sometime in that world, you have those who have that integrity of the light. But those are the people that should not even be in that world.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the people, like me and my brother, find ourselves at some point in our lives in that world and didn't want to be and stay and dwelt in the dark and moved closer to the light, and they have no association. So because the light have no association with the darkness, there is no shadows in the light bulb. So you get pushed out, you know. Now, you guys need to know, if you are living in a dark world, in a dark place, there is nothing that is going to give you
longevity.
It's nothing. You know what I'm saying? Don't think that everybody that's not in that world is not a snitch. Let me tell y'all something real quick. The federal system, they would tell y'all, is 99.9, some say 98.9 conviction rate. What they not making you understand is 98.9 or 99.9 is snitching.
Yep.
That's why the rate is so high. That's what's going on. Mm-hmm. So stop thinking that this world where someone will slit your throat, where someone will rob, steal, take everything that you have, is now all of a sudden going to have this integrity to, you know, be upright and not turn you in. If it spells out for them being free. They have shown you every example of selfishness.
Every example. They showed you.
You have seen every example of selfishness. So what the hell would make you think that when those shoes come, that if it's their life weighed in any form to the measurement of yours, that they're not going to take that? So please, guys, everybody in that dark world, you know what I'm saying, is all compromised. You know what I'm saying? And those that are not compromised are the ones that are trying to get out of that dark world to the light, and they will be cast out from the dark and any, you know, of the pleasure of the darkness of the lie once they are no longer within that light. Anything you want to share with the world about what you're doing and what you got going on? Because we have to do a part 3.
Oh, yeah.
Right back.
Yo, because,
this was
I want to talk about relationships.
Yeah, there's so much.
It's a lot, because I want to tap on relationships. I want to tap on keeping your mind right with, you know, in relationships, on why, you know, these guys are out here struggling. I want to talk about how these girls are today. You know, it's a lot of stuff I really
we got to keep going. Yeah, but we're gonna keep going. Segments for this every other week.
Stay out, yo, man. Stay focused, like I said, to your plan. You know what I'm saying? Stay focused to your plan. I ain't saying, you know, not to watch. You know, when I watch this shit, when it's 15 minutes left of my time to keep my eyes open. Like, okay, let me see what this is.
What's on here. Yeah.
Other than that, man, like, stay focused to your goals, man, because at the end of the day, man, while everybody's watching that, man, you're gonna prosper. And none of that shit is it's smuck. You know how much the money is on this internet, right? You can make money, but that ain't the avenue to be on. You know what I'm saying? Stay focused. Like I said, stay focused to your plan, because this will get you caught up. Social media get you caught up. I have too much to do. There's too much going on around us to be paying attention to that. ICE, this, crime, our city. Yo, I try to stay focused on my life. Like, anything I'm doing in my life, right, whatever happens over here cannot affect what I got going on. You kind of, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I'm focused on, I gotta pass this test. You know what I'm saying? I need more clients for my class, my OSHA class, and all of this stuff, right? I focus on that, right? I focus on all that stuff, because the rest of that stuff don't mean nothing. It ain't bringing me nothing. You know what I'm saying? None of that shit is bringing me nothing. None of that, you know, the Jay-Z story, you know, that's...
As you said earlier, there's no addition.
Yes, you know what I'm saying?
It's not the positive side.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I try to turn that story into so much positivity throughout my life. So for example, I set to be like, yo, this dude got through all of that. and became successful and this and that and overcame that. And don't get me wrong, it's still gonna always be there. The trauma and all of that stuff, and beware of certain people because this can go on. This go on every day. And what's the sad part about it is the streets. That was the cause of our breakup. You know what I'm saying? That's why, that's the main thing I focus on. You know what I'm saying? We ain't know that game we was playing in. We ain't have no knowledge of that. What was the outcome going to be? That this shit was designed already?
Yes.
So how the hell I'm going to be that much angry and shit at him when they set us up, you know, a rigged board anyway?
We was all set up.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't have that kind of anger in me towards them because we ain't know what we was doing. You know what I mean? My anger was towards the way the situation went, towards how my family went, and it could be yours. Like, for all the people that be like, oh man, that's just how things go. Nah, you feel that way because it don't affect you. You know what I'm saying? Until it affects your family and it affects you, then it's a problem, you know what I'm saying? So just stay focused to your plan, man, for you to be focused on the things that's going to bring you ahead and prosper, man. Other than that, you know what it is, it's DeHaven. You're still telling my story, you know what I'm saying, and trying to make a positive note. Explaining, you know, my leadership class, man. I took a leadership class to understand, like, when I got 300,000 followers, like, where am I going to lead them to? You know what I'm saying? I look at these dudes, I look at a lot of high-profile platforms, Hassan and all of them, and I be like, the talk game is good, your message and all of that is good, but where you taking them to? Where you gonna lead them to? He said, yo, don't come back, man, talk the same story. Nah, I got a new one, son. Send them over to me. Blueprint for change, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get them right. Let's get them a job. Let's get them working. It's money out on the streets. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole nother level to this shit, man. You know what I'm saying? So I think about that, man, having that kind of leadership, that kind of following and doing something with it. That's a big, huge kingdom.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? You know what it is for you to have, that's your congregation, homie. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, now where you gonna lead them to?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because they just standing around listening, just listening. But if you ain't got no way to say, yo, look, go down to here. Go talk to this. Go talk to that. You know what I'm saying? Sending them somewhere. It's leadership.
Absolutely. And know everybody, every time you open up your mouth and you speak, you're leading something. And you're leading somebody, whether you realize it or not. So be very careful with your speech and what you say and what you show, because all of this helps lead someone. And we don't want the kids being misled wrong, because those are the ones who get affected. It's not that we started listening to gangster music and watching bad movies at grown men. It didn't work like that. We started as children. And then when we became grown men, we realized that we was already poisoned and it was already intricately in us. That's when you hear these guys talk about they watch Scarface and, you know, all of this stuff like that. It was already being programmed in your mind intricately. That's why I always tell you guys, be careful what you watch, be careful what you take in, because the brain is like a sponge, and once the water hit it, all of it gets sucked in, you know what I'm saying? And that's what's happening to us with everything we take in. You got a gift for
bro. Yeah, I got a gift for yo, bro. This is my brand right here, right? Silent King.
Silent King, it's me.
Silent King, you're right.
I could be loud sometimes.
Silent King, right?
But I'm usually silent.
Let me give you a quick story on where I come up with that from, right? Silent King, right? I put this brand together for my Uncle Buzz, right? My Uncle Buzz, right? He was a part of us. When I keep saying, like, there's no Rockefeller without me, there's no Jay-Z without me, I mean, yeah, that's my Uncle Buzz. He played a vital position, you know, him and Emery lived together before, him and Jay lived together before, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, he was there. So a lot, it would be no Rockefeller without Buzz too playing a part in the early beginnings and the foundation of this, right? And when I say that jealousy started to look like hate when my Uncle Buzz rolled with me thick and thin, right? You know what I'm saying? And the fact that part he played in that situation, in our situation, in our lives, and I watched my Uncle Buck my Uncle Buzz get sick, kidney failure, and then just watch him deteriorate, right? And you know how bad it hurt that I can't do nothing to save. I can't do anything to save him, right? I'm watching him deteriorate, and I'm saying to myself, man, you know, it's just a matter of time. He's deteriorating. That shit is really, you know what I'm saying? He holding down for months and just trying to, you know, keep himself together. But the other me is looking at these guys like, I mean, you can hate me that much that you don't even take care of Uncle Buzz. Right. That you don't even say, yo, nah, nigga, you go somewhere and live your life until it's over. For them not to help. You know what I'm saying? I know it just hurted to see that them niggas ain't come and rescue him, you know what I'm saying, on the strength of like that you hate me, because he ain't do nothing to you. So when I lost my Uncle Buzz and them niggas ain't show up and do nothing and then come to the, you know, send a representative to a funeral and say, yo, listen, you know, tell my uncle, his sister, yo, if you need us for anything, let us know. Only for my Uncle Buzz's sister to call them when they needed him and then they don't even come.
Wow.
So I'm like, yo, you know what? My Uncle Buzz was a silent king, man, and I think we all have one of them in our lives.
Of course we do.
One or two of them that don't get recognized, don't get talked about, don't, you know what I'm saying, just played his position and shit, you know what I'm saying? And he gone. And I felt like that really touched me. Cause there's so many people that that they touched and they ain't take care of. And I'm like, yo, man, you know what type of nigga I am? And maybe you can relate, right? I'm the type of nigga, right? I come from an era, right? I don't gotta know Bigga person. But your name, through my circle and through the network of streets, nah, that nigga official.
Yeah,
that nigga's official.
Yeah, you can check. Yeah.
You feel me?
You know, yeah.
And you go away 20, 30 years. Your name has always been solid on the street. And if I come home and I'm on a certain level, yo, Bigga, I heard all about you 12 years, man. Yo, you know what? Yo, bro, you 50, whatever, you 60. Nah, son, leave this shit alone. Take that, go to Florida, fucking relax. To any real nigga that I might know don't know. Like, this is the format for us.
Sure is.
You know what I'm saying? So I see people that come home 30 years, that niggas that could had a good name for themselves, that you rapped about, and this, that, and the third, and you'll let him do a suicide walk out here on this damn internet. Instead of just saying, yo, here, nah, leave that dirty shit alone,
Yeah,
bro.
stay off that, yeah.
I'm watching our real recognizable niggas that put in work and they home now should never have this to come to.
They think it is all they have to come to. They think they all is have they come to. They've been gassed up about it and they're watching like everyone else. I never, and this is something I know you relate to, you know, I never, both the guys that, you know, were my brothers that brought me up and raised me and taught me everything in this, when this social media started, you know what I'm saying, I immediately, you know what I'm saying, was trying to tell them to, you know what I'm saying? And you know what they always tell me?
What?
You already know.
Y'all can't do this shit, yo.
Say, no, they can't do interviews. We don't do interviews. That's a snitch. And like just doing the interviews a snitch, that's a rap. The streets are not to be told. It is to be sold. So once you get up, it's dark. Oh, so in 1985, you know, I was doing this and I was running with this and I had this and I was doing that. That's a snitch. You like to talk a lot. You be the same person to be right on the stand, talking the same way.
Man, Bigga, it's always a pleasure.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Like, me and you could go on for days, man.
Absolutely.
I know I'll be back. Like, I got a plan. We definitely gonna have a plan.
No, definitely.
This time.
I want to leave you with one good one right before we shut down. One good one. And this is for all of y'all too. So listen carefully. One good one. Let me see. When you think of an animal, What's the first animal came in your mind when I said that?
A lion.
What do you do with it?
With the lion, the king of the jungle, he got a lot of responsibility, bro.
But what do you do with it? Like, when I said what do you do with it, what did you see yourself doing with it?
With the lion? Guess using it as as if it was my best friend, a pet, like a pet.
Okay, good.
I'm gonna have it as a protection.
Okay. I want you to imagine that you're walking down a road, and this road is like a sand road. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing on the road, nothing around but this road. As you're walking down the road, you look and you see a cup on the ground. Describe it.
A red cup with some water in it.
What do you do with it? Good. All right. So what that was, and you think about this probably all day, and I want you guys to rewind, listen to what I just said, and you think these things. You're a lion. That's who you are. You said that you used the lion for protection and, your things like that. That's what you do with your problems.
Protect them?
No. I said, what do you do with the lion? And you say use it as protection and stuff like that and everything like that. That represents how you deal with your problems. The road that you the road that you was walking on.
Right.
The cup you saw was your soul. Only you know why it was red, what it was made out of, what material, all of that matters. Was it a coffee mug, was it a styrofoam cup, was it,
Wow.
That was your soul. You said it was a red cup.
It was a red cup with water in it.
I asked you what you do with it. You said you picked it up and you drink it, and that's what you do with your soul. You know what I'm saying? You have a lot of different answers when you take that to some people. Some people see cups and get angry and start kicking it and stomping it. Some people see snake.
Right.
Some people see a bird.
It's all according to
with
your vision.
Those questions are questions that are wired to us some type of way that we don't even know what we're answering. I'm a lion too.
Ha!
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's why.
That's the only thing you can think of.
That's why.
Yeah.
But it's beyond that, the tribe of Judah. But yes,
Man.
that means that's who I identify spiritually as a lion. Some people identify as snakes. Some people identify as rats. Some people all different things out there.
But the lion definitely represents the king.
Yeah. When you ask me, I would say, fight the lion.
You just said fight the lion.
I fight it, you know what I'm saying? But that meant I fight problems. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, so when you ask me what I do with it,
yes.
I said I use it for protection. And that's how I solve
So
my problem.
you use your problems for protection, however way that might, you'll take a problem and form it as a weapon. You take a problem and form it as a weapon and use it. You know what I'm saying? That's
crazy. Yes.
You take a problem and form it as a weapon and then use it.
Yes. I take my situation as a problem, right? Right? And I use it as a weapon.
Yes.
When I shoot it back to you and it come to you, it's like a weapon because it's facts. It's the word. Shit. Yeah, that's dope. I ain't look at
Just
it.
something that you're going to think about it all night, and then you're going to go to someone else now, and you're going to question them. And you'll know a lot about them when they answer it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know a lot about them, and you'll be able to see a lot where they at just by those answers.
That's crazy. All right, Bigga, we handle everything on this. We handle everything on this side, on the New York side. What do you think?
It's definitely not. We got a million more topics.
Because I'm mad. Listen, Mandami, listen, bro.
Yeah, I don't
F.
trust him.
Yeah, a F. Snow, you failed. You got an F for the snow. Yeah. Yo, fix the city up, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Fix the city up, bro. Don't. You got an F already.
And stop thinking that you winning with us just because you scream Jadakiss name, bro.
Nah, so and look, you attaching your name to people that's attaching their name to. You know what you're getting into, man. Don't fall to that celebrity shit in New York. Do the work, man. I'm just saying, shit looks bad. The snow removal should have been gone. It should have been off the street. The garbage, you failed. You know what I'm saying? You said you guys hired sanitation workers to help, the health, right? Mm-hmm. We don't know how many of them they hired. Mm-hmm. So they keep a record of that. But you know what I'm saying? Instead of you going to the communities, right? To the community leaders, right? And hand out that check, hand over that money in shovels so they can it's money in the hood.
Of course it is.
You got to do it like that. You got to get the people involved. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, you got an F already, yo. An F already. Like, and I'm already shaky about you. And this is going to be part of my content, right? Y'all going to stop playing in my face. That's going to be one of my segments. Stop playing in my face. With shit that's right abrupt in my face, stop playing in my face. Crime went down. This one went down. Nobody went down because everybody's locked in the house for the fucking snow. Alright? So when this snow get up and shit, then start talking about the crime and shit. Just get this city right, bro.
Absolutely, brother.
Man. All my taxpayers' money.
Love you. We see y'all again in a couple weeks.
Definitely.
Clip smoke. We back. Where you been, brother? Don't ever leave me like this again. We brothers. We in this together. You are in the presence of something great. My testimony is test for many. Few good men, no pick any. Few tell your crew shell. Zeus fell unloose in hell. I can show you how to protect the block. Stop, clock, best just watch. My soul child soon gon' turn to a lie sound good, but the truth will hurt you. Crashmatic, you're just average. Past static, left dead in the ground grave. What the hell you sniff could leave you stiff. Swift with the gift when did Christmas. He the man on a horse in stable. Dead a different world, but he still gon' pay bill. I can show you what is next to flesh. You can play deaf, what I speak is left. Hold on, where you at?